Hi, welcome to the Real Tea of Sobriety. My name is Heather. I am an alcoholic in recovery. I have been in recovery for almost 3 years now. And my cohort is,
Natasha, hi. This is episode 2. I'm excited.
woo,
I'm Natasha. I have, I don't know, 113, 15
yeah,
days in sobriety.
yeah,
Yay! Still
girl.
going strong.
Yes, yeah, definitely. So before we get going, I just want to read the disclaimer. This podcast is for conversation, connection, and shared experience. We are not medical professionals, therapists, or counselors, and nothing shared on this podcast should be considered medical, psychological, or professional advice. Topics may include addiction, recovery, trauma, and mental health, which could be sensitive or triggering for some listeners. Please take care of yourself while listening. If you are struggling or need support, we encourage you to reach out to a qualified professional or a trusted recovery resource. The line for suicide and crisis hotline is 988. Again, 988 for suicide and crisis hotline. The Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, I guess you say the acronym SAMHSA, I don't know, SAMHSA. That phone number is 1-800-662-HELP. Again, that's 1-800-662-4357. And we are going to get started on today's podcast. And Natasha and I decided we are going to talk about boundaries and recovery today. Good subject.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
I am learning them still.
Oh, hello, me too.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I didn't learn
I
them until
was
I was 57.
Yeah. I
57,
mean,
58. Yeah.
honestly, when I was in rehab, a lot of like in the women's groups, they're like, "What's a boundary?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah.
we don't
Yeah.
we don't know the definition." And I'm like, "Okay, here's like a good
Yeah.
learning,
Yeah.
uh, yeah." So
Yeah.
I didn't realize how many people didn't know what they were, and then
Hmm.
more people they kind of knew what they were, but not how to apply them. So I think
Yeah.
it's really good topic.
Yeah, it is. It's a great topic. What is boundary? What is a boundary? Boundaries equals trust, safety, and respect. Um, I think respect really is for yourself, respecting yourself enough to love yourself enough and know that you need to set that boundary.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. We put them in place to protect our well-being.
Our
They
sobriety.
Yes, yep. Our mental health, everything, everything. It does require a certain amount of self-awareness and reflection. Reflect on your needs, your struggles, and how it is impacting your relationships. And when I say relationships, this also includes ourselves. I learned that
Hmm.
yesterday. Yeah. Setting a
Ooh.
boundary for myself. Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Common boundaries are emotional, physical, sexual, intellectual, and financial. Yeah. Uh,
Okay.
Communicate, check in from time to time. And where do we need to set those boundaries? In personal life, with ourselves, technology, work life, basically volunteer. If you volunteer, and you volunteer because you can overdo. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, yeah. So with that, let's get the discussion going.
Yeah, we are
Yeah,
totally winging this, by the way. We have no planned out thing.
no,
Um, and I
this is how
think
it
like,
is.
yeah, I like it this way. Like,
Mm-hmm.
no shits.
Shooting
That's
the
my
shit,
phrase.
shooting the
That's
shoot at
my,
the table, at the tea
yeah.
table.
No, I'm learning right now, to put boundaries on myself. Um, so I, uh, haven't really gotten into my personal business, but I do have a mother who is terminally ill with cancer. And I'm learning and that I can't save her and that I can't save others. I cannot change any circumstances around me. Um, And that goes back to the control, like we were talking about last week.
Yeah.
And so I do have to set boundaries with myself
Hmm.
and pull back and go, hey, I
Yeah.
can't change any of this. So
Yeah.
there's my boundary that I have to set. And so what then do I focus on? Me. I have to.
Hmm.
Um, for our sanity, for our well-being, for our recovery,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I was talking to a friend about all of this, and I said it goes back to um, this is something that can actually that will eventually lead you back to relapse. Like
Mhm.
not having any boundaries is like an open door for relapse.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna walk right through. Um, and it's hard though. Like so, I remember when, oh God, it was before in October. Honestly, was like boundaries. That's okay. I don't want to hurt
Yeah.
anybody's feelings, and that's what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
Is they're not gonna like me anymore, and they're gonna be like, oh well, we can't fuck with Tosh because
Hmm.
she's got too many rules. But it's not that. It's protecting the relationship, nurturing the relationship that you have
Yeah.
with yourself and others.
Yeah.
So there's clear communication. And if you don't hold your boundaries, what had happened to me is I would be the yes girl and say yes to everything.
Hmm.
But then when the things would happen, I would be resentful.
Yeah.
So like I'm just creating like chaos, little chaos in me. But then I would spread it out to the others that I'm saying, yes to, and they're confused. They're like, why is she acting
Yeah.
wonky? She said yes, but now she's acting like some
Hmm.
way. And then I come off like I'm not dependable. I'm,
Yeah.
all over the place so they can't trust me. I mean, there's just
Hmm.
so much that goes into it. Um, and I think for any healthy relationship, I mean, it's a must. It's so
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, it is. I've played that card game so many times. I can't even tell you, where I'm the yes girl. I used to be the yes girl. Yes, I'll do it. I'll do it. I do it because I love helping people, right? But that also goes back to my childhood trauma where I wanted to be accepted. And so that's why I became a yes girl. Yes, if I do this, they're going to accept me. They're going to love me. Yes, if I do this. And then pretty soon I am just so strung out over everything. Okay, I've got this going on, this going on, this going on, this going on. And I would just, like you said, I would weird out and I
Yeah.
would just like become a recluse because I
Yep.
wasn't setting those boundaries for myself. Once I learned to set them, what a boundary was, I learned that while I was in rehab. And once I learned that I am setting them, and it's like, dang, this feels good, and
Yeah. Yeah.
and like you said, like not being mean, just letting someone know, like I let you know in rehab. I set that boundary, and I remember you told me, I really respected you for that. So, and thank you for saying that because that helped me to grow and it confirmed that I was doing the right thing. That,
Absolutely.
oh, yeah, I can set a boundary. Look at me. But they are so important, especially in our recovery, because if if I were to now, who's to say, okay, I'm going to be a yes girl right now. I'm going to, just take on all of this stuff right now, and then I'm going to get overwhelmed. I may be triggered to drink just
Yeah.
to escape from all of that.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's a
yeah,
huge
yeah,
trigger. You're
yeah,
just
it
setting
is.
yourself up.
Yep, for failure. Yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah.
now I notice now too, when I see people setting boundaries,
Hmm.
I'm cheering them on. I'm like, that is
Yeah,
amazing. And I
yeah,
respect it. And
yeah,
that's another part of when you start setting your own boundaries, you start respecting others,
yeah.
right? It's
Yes,
kind of like, oh, now we're
yes.
in the cool kids club, you know? I love seeing powerful women. Powerful women have
Yeah,
no problem
yeah,
setting a boundary, like, boom, nope, that's it.
yes, yes.
And another thing I was going to mention, addicts, people in any kind of addiction are manipulators.
Uh-huh.
So myself, I, could even subconsciously be poking you to see how far you're going to let me get away with because you
Mhm.
are in a position of power. What can I get away with at this place? And so you were automatic. Nope, boom. I was like, okay, can't get shit by this one. You know what I mean? And our
Yeah.
brains do that.
Hmm. Yeah.
And it's not meant to be harmful manipulation, right? For a lot of us, it's
Yeah.
just how
Yeah.
our brains are wired. What the hell
Yeah.
can we get away with in rehab? I mean, I was going around begging for candy. I'm not gonna lie, I was a candy hoe.
I was too.
You
Oh my God. I
know?
tell everyone, okay, one of my process addictions is sugar. Not anymore. I've kicked it, but I'm like, I am 100% a sugar whore.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I'm on that
Definitely.
right now. I have a basket. So I'm not kidding. Every 2 days, this stupid thing gets filled up with Reese's cups. It's
Oh,
bad.
girl. Yeah,
I
set that
know.
boundary. Yeah.
I 1
Yeah.
pound. I'm not angry. I should have gained 20, but I gotta get rid of it. It's gross. It's really gross. I mean, it's getting a little expensive too. Those things aren't cheap. They're
Yeah.
like 20
No,
bucks a
no, they're
bag for
not.
that amount.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I um I think that also I was wondering if you had any advice, because since I'm like coming into this new and
Hmm.
have been practicing this a little bit longer, when someone starts their journey of like, and it is a journey of
Hmm.
setting boundaries, like what's the first thing you do? Like, how do you start to go into that?
So you really need to do some self-reflection. Think about, especially while you were in your active addiction, and this is going to be painful. It's going to be hard. You've got to admit to yourself everything that you did in your active addiction, regardless if you were the one hurting people or you were being hurt yourself and you were using the addiction to escape. You have to do that self-reflection. I'm one that will write things down. And I saw where, like, my biggest thing was I always took on so much at work, so much at work. And I started doing that at rehab too. Um, and unfortunately, I was allowed to as well, and that should have been stopped. But so you really have to evaluate what is best for me in my daily environment. How am I going to be successful in my recovery with what I know from my active addiction? So, like with me, it was just I was doing everything for everyone at work, right? Regardless of where I worked. And I was just so overwhelmed. I couldn't take it.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's like, okay, so what is my specific reason why I'm at work? And I would write down my priorities. Those were the things that I had to do. And the boundaries that I set for myself actually were if I had a staff to come to ask me, hey, I don't know how to do this. Can you do this for me? I would sit down with them. Let me show you how so that you know how to do it. So instead of me
yeah,
just doing it for them every single time, every single
yeah,
time. So that's actually a boundary I did set for myself, and not for other people. So I would say definitely self-reflection. And if if you have a hard time doing self-reflection, talk to a counselor, talk to a therapist, talk to a good friend. I
mhm,
have several good friends, including you, that I can sit down and I can talk, oh my God, this is what's going on. And they can actually help you. Well, let's take a look at this. And it might
mhm.
hurt what they're telling you, but they're going to be damn honest with you. And that's
Yeah.
what we need. That's what we
Those
need.
are the friends I love is the honest
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah,
And
I
the
do
ones
too.
that have hurt my feelings, but it's not them hurting my feelings. I think it's the things I'm doing that's hurting my own feelings, right?
Yeah.
Because we
Yeah.
don't always want to hear the truth,
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
also cannot maintain a friendship with anyone who sugarcoats shit.
Yeah.
I
Nope, me
hate that.
either.
I hate
Nope.
that. It makes me feel like they feel like I'm inferior.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm stupid.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like, don't do that.
Don't treat me like that. Just
No,
don't
thank
treat
you.
me like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
the smartest, right? But I'm
Well,
not an idiot.
I think you are pretty smart. I think you're pretty
And I'm kind of
intelligent.
a big deal. I'll just tell you
Yeah,
that.
you are. You are. I mean, come on, you chose me. We
Yeah.
chose each other.
Yeah, I know, I know. But no, I
Yeah.
think, God, there's so many different types of boundaries, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
um, I have the set the bleeding heart boundary. I've come across people throughout my life who have not good stories, right? Like they
Hmm.
can't pay their bills. They don't have heat in the winter. And this is a real thing, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
It's not for me to tell anyone how to spend their money.
Hmm.
However, if I come over there and your house is cold and I feel it and I have the means to help you, you're probably going to get your heat paid.
Yeah.
Were, but that's past tense. Um, and then so with that situation, there was a couple $1,000s that I had loaned, which you know how that
Yeah.
is. And I felt great because I felt like, oh, they're warm, da 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 da.
Hmm.
But then they started expecting it, and it's like, whew,
Hmm.
yikes. And then I started
Yeah.
getting resentful.
Hmm.
And then the
Yeah.
relationship started getting weird, and
Yeah.
that weirdness comes in because I don't want to say, hey, go fuck yourself, pay your own bills, like get it
Hmm.
together, stop shopping because I see you shopping,
Hmm.
but I'm over here working so you can have heat,
Yeah.
and I'm not trying to be a dick or anything. Like I will help anybody
Right.
once,
Yeah.
maybe twice. But then when it started becoming a yearly thing and like fill my propane tank, I'm like, ah, damn, or what,
Yeah.
or natural gas or whatever,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then it became groceries and
Hmm.
I've lost a lot of a lot of those winter heater things, you know.
Oh, the space heaters.
Grog, I got at least a dozen out there. My fucking
Oh,
bleeding heart
yeah.
is so bad.
Yeah. Yeah. That's that's when we need to sit down and
I had to
like,
sit down and go, hey, what do you do,
mm,
dude?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe I need to
And
have
you
a
can,
conversation with that person. Why is it you can't pay your bill? Do you need a job? Hey, I can help you get that job.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. And I've,
Oh God.
it's a lot of things, but I think throughout the years I've learned a lot of lessons about that, like, hey, or prepare them, coming up
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
hey, kind of not going to be able to help you out this winter, so they can
Mhm.
prepare themselves for other means, or give them
Yeah.
information for,
Yeah.
places that can help them.
Yeah.
And it sucks because I love I love a society where we help each other, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
But so many people take advantage of that.
They do. They do. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why boundaries vital, right?
Hmm.
For
Right.
all parties. I'm
Yeah.
teaching you, you can't shit all over me.
Hmm.
I'm loving myself enough to not be shit on,
Right. Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. Yep. I'm loving myself and I respect myself. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
For me, setting those boundaries, as a child, I just wanted to be loved. And so now I just remind myself, you're doing this for little Heather. So I'm raising little Heather and I have this imaginary little Heather by my side, and sometimes that little Heather will go, but you really want it. No, we're going to set a boundary together.
Yeah.
You know?
Put it on. All right, kid.
All
Listen up.
right, listen here. But no, I think me learning how to set boundaries has really helped, in my childhood trauma too, healing that. So
Absolutely.
that's another thing with boundaries. Yeah. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about um boundaries. Let's see. How about technology boundaries? Because like technology is out there. I mean, we
Yeah.
cannot get away from it, period.
Yeah,
Period.
define that so people know.
Sure.
Okay, I'm laying it
So
for me. I don't know shit.
okay, so and I hope people put these, if you have a comment on what we're talking about today, please add that
Yeah,
comment, please.
I
So
want
tech,
comments. Unless they're
yeah.
mean, then no. No comments, boundaries.
You can address those to me. I'm okay with that.
No, it's fine.
So technology is out there, and there's one thing that bothers me more than anything is when you go out to eat and you look over at the table and everyone is on their phones scrolling.
I know.
Yeah, yeah. We need to get back to that one-on-one connection, you know? So when you're at the dinner table, put your phones down. Yeah. I remember, and this is even before, oh my God, so maybe I knew how to set a boundary, but I didn't know
Uh,
what the hell I was doing. My cousin and I went out. This is before I got sober.
Okay.
We went out to a bar for a drink, and she's on her phone. And I'm like, okay, we haven't seen each other for years, and you're on your phone. We're not even talking. So I grabbed her
Yeah.
phone. I handed it to the bartender. I go, just put this on the back bar. And I looked at her and I said, are you dating your phone? Are you dating me? And she
Right?
goes, point taken.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good. That's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
My
So we,
daughter hates that.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. And I understand there are times, like, okay, maybe you're on call for work. So you have to have your phone available. Maybe there's, you have kids at home, have that phone available. But
Yeah.
you don't have to be on it scrolling and reading your emails and all that all the time.
Yeah.
So technology boundaries. I mean, there's other types of technology. There's games. I have seen so many little kids, all they want to do is play the games on the parent's phone, play the games on the TV, play the games on the mom's, or dad's computer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if they don't get their way, they're going to throw a fit until they get their way.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, setting boundaries on technology is really important.
Yeah.
But
And
when,
like
yeah,
so I was looking at it too, like, so obviously with kids, like my daughter does not want my grandson on a tablet, right? I
yeah,
take him twice a week. He does get a little bit of tablet time. We, you know, kind of
yeah,
met in the middle because I was like, yo, I'm grandma. I'm not going to
yeah,
be the bad guy. I'm not here to
yeah,
punish. But
yeah.
also, I respect that. I don't want him
Mhm.
growing up on technology, glued to his face either.
Yeah.
But also I think there's another boundary, and I do set this with myself. How much time I allot myself to doom scroll,
I love
just
that.
TikTok,
Yeah.
Instagram, YouTube.
I,
Like if I'm doing chores or something, I'll throw on a YouTube like true crime thing,
yeah. Yeah.
that or
That's the,
podcast or something.
yeah.
Um, but then I will be in the presence of friends. And I've learned from my daughter being up my butt. She's like made me, she's like drilled it into my head. So she's the parent. Um, that, it feels hurtful when you really want someone's attention and they're just, looking at
Yeah.
nonsensical videos and
Hmm.
they're really wanting to connect with you and you're just
Yeah.
like, "Mm, I don't care, you
Yeah.
know and I know I've been guilty of that myself, and I stopped it, once I kind of got like, oh shit, she really thinks I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very cautious if I'm sitting down one-on-one with someone and I know there's not an emergent need for my
Hmm.
phone, do not disturb. Always do
Yeah.
not disturb.
Yeah.
And then like comments, so rage bait videos.
Yeah.
I'll always, because my algorithm is very weird, not surprising.
Yeah.
So I have some very like triggering videos that make me want to, and
Hmm.
so I have a boundary with that. Don't go
Good.
into TikTok talking shit because
Yeah.
you can't back it up, lady.
Yeah.
You're almost
Yeah.
50. You're not
Yeah.
going to do anything,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know? what are you gonna do? And there are
Yeah.
crazy people out there. They might do
Yeah.
something,
Yeah. There
but
are really
and it's
crazy
just
people.
spent energy it's not worth it.
No,
So I
it
mean,
is that.
there's so many boundaries. I mean,
Yeah.
boundary is life, right?
It
It
is.
all
It is.
essentially circles back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Oh
I
my
definitely
gosh.
agree with the technology. And then we hit the money, um,
Mm.
and sexual boundaries.
Yeah.
So this isn't we're not going to call this sexual boundaries, but we're going to call it intimacy boundaries. But
Okay.
it's not what you think it is. So in my
Oh,
home,
wait. Do you think that
it,
I've got a dirty mind?
no. Because usually people, when someone says intimacy, I'm thinking of like a couple, right? A couple
Okay. Oh,
together.
yeah. Okay.
So I'll say that's the best way I can phrase it right now.
Hmm.
So my grandson, perfect example, and my niece. Um, Back in the day, in the 70s or 80s, let's say the 80s,
Okay.
my parents would be like, "Oh, go up to your uncle and give him a kiss. Give him a kiss. Give him a kiss.
Mm.
Go give him a hug. Go sit on his lap. Go tell him you love him and do this." And you were ordered about to do these things, and you really didn't want
Yeah.
to do them because
Yeah.
my uncle's breath smelled like poop. So I did not want to do nothing with, anybody
Yeah.
really. I was that kid. I was very shy. I didn't want to be fucked with. Leave me alone.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
so I'm very, very grandma cougar when it comes to that. Like
Okay.
I'll go up to my grandson and, hey, buddy, do you want a hug? Nope, that's it. That's the end of it.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
body is your body.
Yeah.
Nobody can touch it unless you say.
Yes. Yes.
So that is a
Yeah.
big boundary in our
Yeah.
home, in our
That's a
family.
good boundary. Yeah.
Mhm. And we
Yeah.
have instilled that in him. He's 3 years old and he knows
Good.
no means no. That's it when it comes to body touching
Good.
or hugging or anything like that.
Hmm.
So I
Wow. That's,
really, really like that.
yeah. Yeah. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Really. Wow. That's a huge one. Okay. So not that my mind is dirty, but let's talk about sexual boundaries.
Hmm.
Have you, here, I'm going to put you on the spot. Oh God, no, I should probably put myself on the spot.
No, put me on the
Uh,
spot. Do it. Do it. Shit looks like that. I don't know what's coming out of your mouth.
okay.
I'll be
Um,
good.
I won't go in depth with
Mhm.
this, but before I got sober, this was, oh my God, how long ago? 10, 11 years ago.
Mhm.
Still, that childhood trauma, I just want to be accepted,
Mhm.
and if I don't go along with something, I'm not going to be accepted and
Yeah.
nobody's going to love me. So
Mhm.
I was dating this guy who did, and disclaimer here, I don't care what you do in your own home. You do you, boo. You do
Mhm.
you. But what he wanted me to do, I'm like, that's fucking crazy. But you know what? I didn't know how to set a boundary. I was afraid that he wasn't going to love me
With
or
you.
want me or accept me.
Mhm.
So I went along with it.
Mhm.
And to this day, when I think about the things that I did, um, I feel dirty. I feel ashamed.
Really?
I feel embarrassed.
Mm.
I wish I would have set those boundaries and say, listen here, you son of a bitch. You
Yeah,
know,
go fuck yourself, weirdo. Peace.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. So really, God, yeah, that was horrible. Sexual boundaries now, they are easy for me.
Good.
Yeah, because,
Good.
yeah, they really
It's
are.
traumatic.
It is.
We already
It's,
have like stacks
hmm
and stacks of
hmm
trauma, you
hmm
know, and
Yeah.
people don't think of things like that,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, definitely.
they're like,
Yeah.
oh, well, that's just, a little. And it's like, yeah, but that little
hmm
adds up and they keep piling and
It
piling. And,
Yeah, yeah, yep. And I
you
don't
know,
want that fifth of vodka. I don't want that fifth of whiskey in my home ever
no,
again.
no.
So I need to set those boundaries. One thing that my boyfriend and I have done, we discussed. certain things about sex, and we both came to the conclusion that there was definitely like one thing we weren't going to do. So we've already discussed it. We've set that boundary. Yeah, we
Mhm.
joke about it all the time, about doing it, but we both know how we feel about it. We're against it, and
Mhm.
and that's where it is. So setting
Yeah.
that boundary with somebody that loves you and that you love them,
Mhm.
it's easy, especially when they respect you and you respect them.
Yeah.
So never be afraid to set boundaries. Stand up for yourself. Always stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
We're unique. There's never going to be another me in this whole universe. There's never going to be another you, Natasha. We're here. We're made perfectly how we are meant to be. And I'm
Right.
pretty damn proud of that.
Me too.
And yeah, yeah,
Me
I'm
too.
I'm pretty damn proud of that. So I need to really respect myself enough. Learn to
Yeah.
know when to say no.
I've noticed with the younger generations coming up, they're very um secure in setting boundaries, right?
Yeah,
So you look at the
yes.
different generations, and Gen Z, I mean, we're now
Yeah.
learning boundaries,
Hmm.
you know. Or wait, Gen X. Shit, I'm Gen X. Gen X. Like
I'm
Gen
a baby
Z.
boomer. I'm a baby boomer.
You're not a boomer, you're an X.
I am. No, I'm like
A
right on the edge there.
WX.
Okay, thank you. Woo!
You're welcome.
I got to get that
Um,
red X on TikTok now.
yeah, yeah.
No.
But the Gen Xers, I mean, we didn't have boundaries. That
Yeah.
word wasn't even a thing. You know, you just
Mm-mm.
let people do
Yeah.
basically
Yeah.
what they do.
Yeah.
And I think I want to say it's research, but honestly, I'm just scrolling and watching people's lives.
Yeah.
But I do see a lot
That's
of these younger
research. That's
women.
research.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And men too.
Yeah.
Like, you are not allowed to treat me this way. You are not
Hmm.
allowed to act like an asshole. You know,
Yeah.
these are men talking, then they don't say asshole, but you are not allowed to ass out,
Hmm.
and act crazy,
Yeah.
as long as the guy's not making them, act crazy, because that's a whole other thing. That's a whole
Hmm.
other episode.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
definitely.
yeah, but I'm seeing this and I'm really loving it. Them, and I didn't know I was able or allowed to set a boundary in the bedroom until I met my, person
Hmm.
that I'm with.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that is crazy to me because I just let
Yeah.
everything slide. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
sure, sure, sure,
Yeah.
sure, sure.
Yeah.
10
Yep.
minutes later, I'm in the bathroom crying.
Yeah.
And then, like, wipe that shit off. You asked for it.
Yeah.
You couldn't say no.
Yeah.
Was it my fault? Not really.
Hmm.
Kinda, yes and no. It's a
Yeah.
shit. I don't know. I couldn't even get
Yeah.
into that right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't even think there's blame. It just kind of was.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that now learning that, it also makes those intimate experiences way
Yes.
different when you're doing what you feel
Yeah.
comfortable with. When you go
Yeah.
into it, you're present,
Yeah.
you're,
You're not
you
worried
know,
about anything. Yeah.
weird
Yeah.
happening.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Fucking clowns walking in your bedroom. You're like, what?
What the hell? You didn't mention anything about that.
Okay. You got a mariachi band. You're like, okay.
String quartet,
Uh-huh. Of course, I'm
ponies.
here, I guess. It's a show.
Wait, shit, we're not bringing animals into
No, clothes on.
this.
Oh
Oh
God.
God.
But no, I think yeah, that is vital. And I'm so proud of these younger women and men
Yes.
setting those
Yes.
and
Yeah.
knowing their self-worth. And
Yeah.
it's not all about knowing your self-worth either. It's just
Yeah.
raised differently, different generations.
Yeah.
And I'll
Yeah.
preach that all day long,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. So, younger generations, my son and daughter, they set boundaries. Even though it hurts my heart and hurts so bad and so deep, they set the boundary of not wanting me in their life. But I am so proud of them for knowing enough to set that boundary to protect, not to protect themselves, but knowing that, hey, right now I can't do this. I'm
Yeah.
setting this boundary, and I'm so proud of them for doing that, for knowing
Yeah.
enough to do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I've been there a little bit with my kids.
yeah,
They definitely, and my daughter has it out there too. If you do this,
yeah,
this is going to happen,
yeah,
and I have to
yeah,
respect it or,
yeah, yeah,
I'm going to not lose a relationship, but miss out,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah.
So
Do
I'm
you?
glad you brought that up. I've never really
Yeah,
asked you about that. So
hmm
that's
yeah,
awesome. You're being very vulnerable.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm an open book. Um, sometimes I I don't mind going into detail, but there's a time and a place for it. So sometimes
Right.
I will just touch
Yeah, just kind of get
the
into it.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
I
So
think
yeah,
they'd be proud of you. I think they're proud of
yeah.
you.
I hope they are. I hope
I
they
think
are.
they are.
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
know um another dear friend of mine is the same. I don't want to say the same thing because I don't know the circumstances of you, but his wife and children, they set their boundary and
Yeah.
I think it's been a year and a half. And I
Yeah.
pray every day for him and his
Yep.
family to
Same
come back
here.
together.
Yeah.
Because I see this good in him,
Oh my gosh.
and
Yeah.
I
I
was
know who you're
talking,
talking about. Yeah.
yeah, and I was talking
Yeah.
to people and I'm like, but he's so fucking nice. And they're like,
Yeah.
what's the damage that occurred while he
He
was
was,
in addiction? And I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
like my man, he caused some shit when he was relapsing. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I wanted to box his face off,
Yeah.
and I left a couple times.
Mm.
I had to
Wow.
protect my shit, but
Yeah.
we came back and we're both
Good.
good. We're both healthy.
Good.
But
Good.
I get that the
Mm.
damage that's done, and I've done damage too. I am no
Yeah.
angel,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
So
Yeah. Same here. Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy. It's
It
crazy how
is.
addiction can just
Yeah. Yeah.
mm, ruin
Yep.
everything, take everything from you.
Yeah. It is. Um, I got a message from one of the patients that was in rehab. Um, I sent him a message, hey, how you doing? Just checking up on you, I care about you. And he said, I'm doing really well, working a lot of hours,
Mhm.
and working on getting my relationship built back up with my parents.
Oh,
That
good.
was huge for him to say, and to hear him
Right.
say that, yeah, yeah,
That makes me happy. Be
yeah.
careful who you talk to, though, that I was in rehab with, because there was like a lot of people who thought you were a little sexy cougar there. I'm not kidding. They're
No,
like, Heather, how do you know her? I'm like, she's my homie. They're
again,
like, is she single? I'm
I
like,
know
bro,
my boundaries. I know my boundaries.
she's not gay. I don't think she's gay. Shoot your shot.
For the record, I am taken,
I
happily
send them all your
taken.
way. You're like, yeah, I wouldn't do that.
What the heck are you doing in my office? No, my office door was open to everyone, staff, patients. Yeah,
You had
yeah.
some good candy too.
I
You
did. Good
you
candy, good
rough them
stickers.
through.
Yeah,
Yeah. Not like
yeah.
you had like those Jolly Rancher things or the orange Tootsie Rolls.
I had those.
The orange Tootsie Rolls?
No, no, I ate all those.
Who e- who fucking
Who
eats those?
eats
Those are
those?
disgusting. Fruity Tootsie Rolls. They're chocolate. That's it.
No, those are called Fruity Chews.
They're weird.
No, I know. I did. I had some good candy. Anyway, okay.
Yeah,
So,
we're off subject.
yeah, that's okay. That's
Sorry.
how we roll. That's how we
But we did
roll.
go through a lot of boundaries. We went through financial,
Yeah,
intimate, sexual,
work life.
work
Yeah,
life. Yeah. Work
yeah.
is a huge one for people too.
Mm-hmm.
Saying no. I have a dear friend and she works in recovery, and I'm like, yikes,
Yeah.
yikes. That I think is a
I
big place where you have to have mega boundaries like you
Yeah,
did.
yeah, you do. You do. Absolutely. Yeah. And the patients end up, some, if they're just coming out of detox, they're going to be pissed. They're going to hate you. But in the end, they'll appreciate you and they'll respect you. I mean, I had one where I went in and he wouldn't listen to anybody else. So I just went in and sat on his bed and said, "Hey, what's up?"
That's
"Well,
awesome.
I don't want to go to class." "Well, you
Nobody
can't
does.
you can't be in here." Oh, I was a nerd. I wanted to be there. I wanted to learn. I wanted
No,
to
I
get
kind of did
the
too. I kind of did too. But there's a lot that were like,
Yeah.
didn't want to
Oh
be there.
yeah. Yeah. And so he was pissed at me. It's like, "No, you need to get dressed. You need to get to class, and I'll wait right here till you're ready, you know."
Yeah, that's
And
awesome.
yeah, and then he was like hoarding all these yogurts, so I threw all those away, but
Were they unopened? You threw
yes,
the
they were.
unopened away? He's hungry.
You can't hoard food in the rooms. Again, boundaries.
I've hoarded the food. I disagree. I've hoarded the food. Like the
And
cups of
then
cornflakes with a pound of sugar. But yeah.
Oh God, yes. But anyway, in the end, he warmed up to me, and that was right before I left. He came up to me. He goes, "You know what? I want to thank you. I want to thank you for holding your grounds and for helping me and for being there for me. I really respect you, and you've helped me a lot." So yeah,
That's
when
awesome.
when we think that when we set those boundaries, especially the hard boundaries, we're going to think, man, they're going to be pissed. They're never going to like us. They
Mhm.
probably will for a couple days, and then they're going to think about it. And then they're going to
Yeah.
like, you know
Yeah.
what? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That's how it goes every time. And
yeah.
when you're there, all you have, th- I mean, your time is spent ruminating and thinking.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what you get to do. You get to
Yeah.
think about what you did. It's like a
Yep.
30-day corner. You go to the corner and you sit and think about what you did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So I do want to share just a couple books, and these will be in
Yes.
the show notes. Books on boundaries. The number one that I really like is Boundaries: Where You End and I Begin: How to Recognize and Set Healthy Boundaries, and that's by Katherine. Anne with an E, Catherine with a K. Boundaries: When to Say Yes, How to Say No, to Take Control of Your Life, by Henry Cloud and John Townsend. And then the last one that I really like, Set Boundaries, Find Peace: A Guide to Reclaiming Yourself, by Nedra Glover Tawwab, Tawwab. Those are some really good books, good resourceful books. And I like the theme with it too, is basically you're setting them for yourself. You're setting boundaries for yourself for success, not only in your recovery, but in your life,
Mhm.
in everything you do, everything you do. Yeah,
And if you meet anyone who is not gonna respect your boundaries, they're gonna cause chaos in your life. You don't need
yeah,
them.
yeah. Nope,
That's
that's
it.
right. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
There's,
yep,
yeah, that's it.
definitely.
So, I did wanna, um, kind of touch base, next episode.
Next
Were we
episode.
talking about a guest?
Yes, we are.
Ooh,
We are.
I'm excited. I'm
Yeah,
excited. 'Cause I had people
yeah,
asking kind of where
yeah,
we were going, and I was like, ooh, so
yeah,
excited.
yeah.
So
So,
yeah,
yeah, yep. Next one, we will be doing a guest speaker. Um, Probably
doing
the
the
next
guesting.
couple. Yeah,
Yeah.
next couple ones. Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
So, again, if you would like to be a guest on our podcast, send us an email at silversisters@therealtyofsobriety.org. The website, I'm still working on it. I will get it up and running. Again, I've set boundaries for myself. I don't want to overdo it.
Yeah.
But anyway, send if you're interested. Shout out to us either on our TikTok account, the Real Tea of Sobriety, on Facebook account, the Real Tea of Sobriety, or email us at silversisters@therealtyofsobriety.org.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
we'd
then
love to
like
have
and
you.
subscribe on
Yes,
YouTube. I learned that
like,
subscribing and liking, it's important.
yes, like and subscribe on Facebook, TikTok. Well, don't, yeah, and YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah, yeah,
YouTube.
yeah,
All right.
yep, yeah. All right.
That's it. All right. We'll
Thanks,
see you guys next
girly.
week. And
Yeah,
I'll talk to
bye. Thank
you
you.
very soon.
Soon.
All right,
Okay,
guys.
bye.
Bye.